I'm not Zach. I'm Gwendolyn from iFixit, and today I'm here to tear down the new 360 camera from LG, creatively called the LG 360 Cam. After removing the protective plastic sheath, you can see both 180-degree cameras on each side of the device. You'll need a T5 screwdriver to remove the bottom two screws. Make sure you've turned off the camera and remove the SD card before pulling anything apart. Once the screws are removed, there are two plastic shields leading up to the two curved fisheye lenses. Each shield is only held down with thin foam adhesive, so a little gentle prying along the entire circular edge is all you need to remove them. Now comes the fun part, removing the plastic housing. Only the side of the camera without the shutter button can be easily opened. The shutter button side of the camera is permanently glued down. After popping up the series of clasps along the sides of the camera housing, the top plastic lifts off, exposing the internal components. A little removal of the protective tape shows us where both of the individual camera sensors are plugged in. Removing the connectors is easy enough. They both unsnap, just like a little Lego. After the sensor ribbons, we can unsnap the shutter and power button ribbon. Then drop down to the USB Type-C ribbon connector and then the battery connector on the opposite side, each like their own individual Lego. There are 3 screws holding down the main board to the frame, 1 at the bottom and 2 more at the top of the board next to the dual microphone holes. Once the main board is out, we can see the processor and the SD card tray, which is not replaceable. Now let's see what the dual camera lenses look like on the inside. There's one Phillips head screw on either side of the first lens. Once those screws are out, both lenses can be removed simultaneously. Each ribbon cable leads up to its own sensor, which sits under the individual glass camera lens. Very similar to how the GoPro 4 is built, but instead of one lens, there are 2. And instead of a 170-degree lens, they are both wider 180-degree lenses. Each lens is softly adhered to the aluminum bracket, which is a secure mounting point, but also will help dissipate any heat accumulated by the sensor. The battery is held in place by a plastic midframe. After pulling out the midframe, we can see the shutter button and the power button on the rear housing. We also have the notification LEDs on the side that let you know when the camera is on and if you're using just one lens or both lenses during recording. The USB Type-C charging port itself is replaceable. We'll set this cute little guy off to the side. The 1200 mAh battery is adhered gently to the midframe, but luckily it can easily be separated. The nice thing about this camera is that almost every single component is modular and can be replaced. While replacement parts will probably be hard to find since the camera is not extraordinarily popular, you'll always have the option of taking 2 broken cameras with different issues and Frankensteining them together to make one working unit. Thanks, Zach, for letting us see inside the LG 360 Cam. If you like high-tech teardowns and individual repairability scores, come check us out at youtube.com/iFixitYourself.